Hello my dears, welcome back to my channel, Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. This is Dreamfeather here for your psychic reading. This is a timeless collective love reading, and I just got this image because I was out on the mountain yesterday meditating, and Spirit was bringing me this passage from the Tao Te Ching. It's like a book about Taoist philosophy, really amazing, very poetic, and I used to meditate upon a passage every day, and this one came to mind, and it says, people prefer the side paths, and yet true mastery, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it's like people prefer the side paths, but mastery is gained by staying in the center and in the middle path. And so what are those side paths that people can stray towards? Those are things like distractions or doubts or worries, to where we don't feel like we're in the flow with all of existence, or to where we feel, like something is lacking in some way. Whereas the middle path is when we're in that place of, it's a literal consciousness shift, where it is that bliss, fulfillment, frequency, and from that state, miracles seemingly sprout. It's that state of being that aligned frequency and remaining detached around what we're calling into our life. Because that yin aspect of allowing our desires to come in is so key. So I really want to encourage those of you who are watching tarot readings specifically to do your affirmations, seek guidance when you're called, but don't go down a rabbit hole or a spiral of looking too much outside of yourself for answers, because truly it is in knowing and believing that you already have what you want. Desires mean that you already have it. You can give it to yourself imaginally, and then some way, somehow, it will mirror out into your outer field through, for example, a relationship, a job, stable finances, a home, whatever it is you're seeking. And, sometimes people can get too much in that yang energy of the yin-yang. The yang is more masculine. It's when we're doing. So it's a balance between doing and affirming and really having that conviction that we believe what we want can come about. And then just going into the flow of your life, really kind of losing yourself in the flow of the things you love to do. Because that yin energy is so essential to usher in everything that you want. And the whole universe is based on this duality of yin and yang, with that integration of both as that unity. And so anyways, I just wanted to share a bit of encouragement for you all in that way. And let's see what Spirit has to say for you in love. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, what does the collective need to know in love? Call upon the highest of high, the Most High, to guide this reading for the highest and best good of all involved, for collective healing, insight, and evolution. Thank you, Great Spirit. What does the collective need to know in love today, please? What does the collective need to know in love and romance? What needs to be known? Please show us what needs to be seen now. What else needs to be known? Please, Great Spirit, show us clearly. Okay. Interesting. So, we have the Queen of Cups reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands reversed, and Ace of Pentacles. So this could be the past energy in which you and someone else were not meeting on the same page in some way. I feel like the feminine, or take this how it resonates, flip the energy based on how this fits your situation. And do remember, it's a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, my dears. So the Queen of Cups, reverse. This is in some way feeling blocked off emotionally, or possibly being a little bit cold or detached in some way, to almost like self-protect. And the Queen of Cups reverse also gives me an energy where there could have been some distrust in a situation. So you felt like you had to maybe protect yourself, and really hold your cup of love very sacred. So it seems like you possibly have not been open emotionally in the past. And maybe you're coming out of this energy, but there's also this Knight of Pentacles. And this is someone who's a very slow-moving energy. He does not make any sudden moves. He could be someone who's very quiet, who's very kind of keeps to himself, very private. And he's kind of like focused on cultivating his money and finances and, you know, the things in which he's growing in the earthly realm. And so that could be his main focus and priority. And this is the kind of person that really takes their time thinking through decisions and really finding that right moment to act. This is not someone who's going to rush in and act prematurely. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed is kind of like, I'm kind of seeing someone with this Four of Swords here right by it. Someone who's been resting, someone who's been healing, someone who's been meditating and reflecting upon what the next action is to take. Now I feel like this person could have been, almost like scared in some way of negative attention, because this Six of Wands, usually upright, is about recognition and success, victory, things moving forward, celebration. But reversed, it's like maybe they're doing some sort of healing around how they wish to be seen, or how maybe they feel they're being perceived. So they could have been laying low right now and not really being in the limelight at this time. So maybe, you know, there could have been some way in which someone has been a bit absent from your field, and I'm seeing that there's this shift of energy along with that, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. And so I think because this person took that time that they needed to really drop into their energy and get clear about what really matters, what values they hold before acting and moving forward, was this essential time. And I feel like in some ways, you know, the soulmate, the twin flame journey, it's so very, the word intense is coming, but it's like it's a very intense journey, and it really makes us come face to face with all of our shadows, all of our, you know, all of our insecurities. And this is what you and this person could have been navigating right now. Healing your self-worth, healing the way in which you show up emotionally. And maybe you two had to take the time to simply go down into those dark and hidden depths and really get clear about who you've been in the past and why certain reflections and circumstances have been your reality up until this point, and how can you drop inside and cultivate and shift your energy so that now you can show up in a new way to bring about your preferred reality and timelines. Because I feel that the two of you are surrendering to fate, surrendering to destiny here with this Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about forward movement based on the seeds that you've been planting and sowing, and you will be reaping this energy. These holds all the fixed signs of the zodiac: Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. So let's see, we're in Aries season right now. We're coming upon Taurus season. I do feel like this solar eclipse on April 8th. Do take in mind this is a timeless reading, but at the moment I'm recording this, we're right in the middle of eclipse season. I think this could be a very important time for you, because that's just a week before Taurus season. So you could see a lot of shifts and change in these upcoming weeks. These could also be signs that possibly your person is, or whoever you're dealing with. We also have a lot of earth and water energy here as well. Let's see, so yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, so beautiful. And this is the only major arcana we have here in the spread. So this is like, when a major arcana card comes up, it means there's a big shift in your life that's almost like outside of your control, and it's almost like a soul lesson. So I think you've been learning how to show up as that person that you really are inside, rather than possibly being fearful, cold, or aloof on the exterior, especially romantically, towards people you find interesting or people you are interested in. I feel like you're reconfiguring your energy right now by going within and figuring out how to show up in a way that's a little more sensitive, a little more compassionate, a little more open and receptive to not only your romantic interests, but everyone in your field. Because it brings me back to this saying that how you do one thing is how you do everything. So sometimes we put a lot of emphasis and like pressure on ourselves in terms of romance and our interests in that way, but you know, it's really about how we're showing up for everyone in our life, because that's the basis of all relationships, is our relationship with ourselves. So I think you're coming into this time of deep self-acceptance, of truly accepting all parts of yourself, dark and light, and coming to this place of neutrality is what I see with this Four of Swords. I love this card. And it's beautiful with this stained glass there as well. It's kind of like a symbol of renewal and new light coming in. You see how his whole body is like golden there? So this time of rest is so important. And sometimes we can feel like, oh, not much is going on when we're resting or when we take a nap, for example. But so much is happening when we do that and when we take that time. Literally all of our cells are regenerating. And it's just a time to, like, you know, even receive guidance through the dream time. So I feel like possibly you could be dreaming of someone, or like getting guidance through your dreams about how to best show up in this way. Because it's interesting, both of you are reversed and you're both facing opposite ways. You're facing more towards the future reverse. This person is facing more towards the past. So maybe you're even reconfiguring like anxieties or fears around the future, or around like how this situation may unfold. But then you're just like feeling like you just want to surrender and allow destiny to do its work. And this is really giving me as well with this Queen of Cups. Spirit is giving you the guidance right now to trust, to like really trust in your bones. And you know, it's not really something, trust, that we can do intellectually. We have to have that element in a body felt sense. So like how can you draw from your mind, building a rainbow bridge from your mind down into your heart, and truly feel where in the body does it feel like everything is 100% okay? Where in my body does it feel like I can just trust what comes before me, what leaves my life, and what remains? And it truly is, like I was saying before, like a consciousness shift. Allowing your consciousness to be renewed by renewing the beliefs and thoughts of your mind, which then will affect your feelings to where you really can drop in and allow your heart to loosen. Take a nice, big, deep breaths all throughout the day. The more that you can stay close to your breath and truly rooted in the present moment. Like, notice the vividness of the colors around you. Do something that's going to bring you right here, right now, because only right here, right now is when your manifestations can come in, when your wishes, your hopes, your desires can come in. And so often I feel we're dreaming of the future and we're wondering, when is this going to happen? I've been doing the work. Spirit, when is this going to happen? But when we're constantly asking when, we're more in that yang energy of wanting to do and feeling like we need to heal more to get what we want and this and that. But it's like, no, you're perfect just how you are. What you seek is seeking you. What you want wants you too. You're a perfect match to someone who's dreaming of someone just like you. But you have to align your energy, my dears, and come into that state of trust in the present moment to where that miracle, that forward movement can occur for you. And I see that it's happening. It's already written. All timelines are happening now. There's only one now present moment. All timelines are possible because there is only the now, ever expanding, ever unfolding. So aligning your energy by resting, by meditating, by communing with the divine. If you're having trouble because you can't let go of the future, or you feel like you just can't let go of like attachment or trust in that what you seek you already have, pray to the divine. Like, truly say, Spirit, help me to release this fully, because I already know that I am that which I seek. I already have it. Help me to know that. Help me to feel that. And Spirit, I give you these burdens that I'm carrying. I give you this whole situation, and may you help me and allow me to trust. And truly surrendering to a higher power is just so, so powerful, to where we don't have to do it all alone. We can call upon the legions of angels, our spirit guides. And the more that you do that, the more your spirit guides will come towards you and actually reveal themselves to you. You'll gain a better relationship with your guides and realize that you truly are never alone, and they're here to support you. So it's interesting as well because, you know, I feel like this whole situation with this Knight of Pentacles reverse was giving you anxiety because it feels like crickets here. Like there was no movement, no communication, nothing happening, and you just felt, it's almost like the situation was making you feel like it had some sort of say about you and your worthiness. And it's like feeling like something's wrong with you possibly, but that's not the case. This person was also reconfiguring your energy, and so were you, to meet on a resonant timeline frequency. We truly can't meet another until we're on that vibrational match. Until we're both a vibrational match to that communion. So this King of Pentacles is here now. Now this could be a new person. This could be someone who is very tapped into their creative powers. Someone who knows what they want and they get it. This is someone as well who has a very stable foundation in terms of home, finances, career. They could be a leader, a boss, someone who really knows how to use their resources wisely and grow them. And this person could be coming in to give you a new opportunity, like someone who has cultivated and who has a pentacle, an opportunity, an offer for you. Because look at this Ace of Pentacles, they're giving it right to you. The pentacle in their hand is here, coming out from the clouds, from the divine, towards you. Or this could also be this person who is in deep reflection. Before, they may have felt like in some ways success wasn't possible in some way. But now they've reconfigured their energy by tuning into the universe and aligning with the laws of the universe, feeling like this could be an opportunity that they could make happen with you. And so maybe they've shifted their energy and come and aligned their octave emotional, vibrational octave up the scale and starting to embody more of this King of Pentacles, where they know who they are, they know they're limitless, they know they're infinite, they know that what they say goes because they're the master of their reality. They know that, you know, some way, somehow, what they want also wants them to. And maybe they felt like they want you, but in some ways they could have been blocked by limiting beliefs in the past. But now this karmic destined energy is at play, where it's like it could have had even these like sudden realizations with the Sphinx holding the sword there. Sudden realizations about that they do see a stable future and foundation with you. But let's get some clarity and see what else this is about. Interesting. Wow. Bottom of the deck we have death. So this person was going through a major death and rebirth. You could have as well. Now the twin flame journey, the soulmate journey, often mirrors each other. So you two could have been going through like an ego death here. And really having to just let all those old stories, those old narratives which were holding you back, dissolve into the earth so that the sun could rise again of a new dawn, of a new day. And look at this, the Empress. Someone sees you as this Empress, as like, and you're embodying this, you know. Someone who's tapped into the mysteries of life. She's wearing the pomegranates on her maternity gown there. And she's pregnant with the seeds of life. She's crowned by the stars in the universe there. And she's in touch with those Venusian energies of Taurus and Venus. And she's very stable there with the red blankets. And really she uses like her alignment with the universe, but she's the one that embodies more of that yin energy. She becomes that magnet, that frequency to allow all divinely aligned circumstances that are a match to her desires to come towards her. She doesn't really lift a finger. It's more like she does her work and she just steps back, like the Tao Te Ching says, do your work and then step back, the only path to serenity. And that stepping back is totally vital because she's mastered the yin energy of the universe to where she allows in that receptive energy for her desires to come towards her because she knows she's a match to it. It's like a mother. A mother is like a superwoman who just like somehow makes all the needs met of her, her family possibly, and her children. And it just happens for her, you know? She makes it happen. But it's not through force. It's more so through using your creative resources. Yes, taking action, of course, but then like really stepping back and allowing things to flow towards you by embodying the state of richness, of fullness, of prosperity, and of abundance, not only of finances, but of love. She's like the great mother of the zodiac. And look, let's see. Now we have the Nine of Cups. So this is like someone's wish fulfillment. It's almost like this person is being rebirthed as far as like going down deep within, feeling like they weren't good enough, like they didn't have enough to offer, like they would seem foolish if they ever even tried to go towards you. But you can't really change what's written in the stars. So in some ways, this meeting of souls, and who knows, it may start slowly, it may start more as friendship or something. Let's see what else the cards have to say, but it's like, this meeting of souls is fated for a reason. You two were meant to meet. And you two are leaning into destiny. This person is coming into their King of Pentacles energy, and you are in the Empress energy. This is a very divine counterpart energy. A king and an empress, which is like the queen of all queens. Wish fulfillment here. This is like wish upon a lucky star. And then the Lovers. Look at that. This is what you two really want. And I feel like there was a lot of reconfiguring to do. And the Sun. Literally, I've been using different decks every day. And these same cards keep coming out. The Sun, the Lovers, This Nine of Cups has been coming out as well as the Ten of Cups. And look, Judgment. Oh my goodness, you all. This is such exciting, beautiful energy. The Sun, this is about illumination. Nothing else is in the dark or hidden anymore. There's no more confusion. I feel like you two were confused before. Confused about what you wanted, confused about what the other person wanted. And really it's that narrative that we assign to who it is in our life that creates the energy we embody and how we act towards them. So the best thing we can do is reframe in our mind the most optimal circumstance and the ways of thinking about people so we can actually meet them on a harmonious frequency. Because if we think in our minds, oh, this person doesn't like me, blah, 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 all these like limiting ideas, then we're going to act in a way to where we're cowered over and we feel like we're not good enough. And then that person's going to pick up on that energy consciously and subconsciously and treat you in that way. Because your proclamation of who you are is based on your beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So we have to align all those things. And it's a domino effect. When we change one thing, it changes all the others. But the most important thing you can change is your belief. And even more important than belief is your identity. Even more important than your identity is your vision. Is your vision of who you say you are. And when you hold true to that vision and you proclaim with your identity, who am I? I am that. I am spirit, dreaming spirit. So I get to proclaim whoever I want to be. But it's not just about proclaiming it in your mind. This is about proclaiming it in your energy, in how you carry yourself, in your posture, in your daily habits. What is that person that you want to be, that is doing the things you want to do? What are they doing? Start doing that now, because the future is an illusion. It's a dream. The past is an illusion. It's a dream. The only dream that's real is the right now, present moment. So all your powers right here. Act in alignment of that way of being that lover, that beloved. How would that person be treating their beloved? Even if you two aren't in union yet, treat everyone that way as your divine beloved. You know, you have to embody the energy of the lover and the beloved, drawing all parts of yourself back home. And it's interesting, I see this female looking up at the angel. So you could be communing more with the spirit right now. And then the man is looking here more towards the woman. So I think he's finally like acknowledging you more. He's maybe even recognizing you. And you're still coming to terms with actually looking this person eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul. And it does take that union of both of you drawing your gaze upon each other to really witness and behold both of you in your fullness. And all this is very divinely aligned with this angel. This is also making a choice as well. Do I want to be in this disembodied energy, or do I want to be in this embodied energy? This is really showing me the lower timeline, the subconscious timeline that's reframing itself and kind of dissolving those fears, those illusions. Now this is the higher timeline. This is what you're cultivating. But it's about flipping your perspective, flipping your vantage point. And I see Judgment is here. There's two angels here harping on you to let in your soul frequency, to really rise to the occasion. And it's really interesting, you know, I don't follow like religion or anything like that, but it's just a very auspicious time because tomorrow is Easter Sunday, and this is all about resurrection. This is what Judgment deals with, rising, heeding that voice of spirit, of a higher power, to like rise and almost like break out of your skin like a snake sheds its skin, beginning to embody this whole new fresh energy, this judgment around who you've been being. Do you want to be that person? Is that person aligned with who you know you are? Because who you are already has everything you want. So you aligning with that, giving that to yourself. I have divine love. I have a stable career. I'm doing what I love with who I love. I have, you know, an ideal living situation. I have my dream car. I have, soul-aligned friends. I have whatever it is you want. And then who's that person that has those things? I am divine love. I am richness. I am wealth. I am inherently all these things because I am spirit, and spirit is everything. So thus you are everything. You have everything, honey. And this is a higher awakening. Look at this. Double. Okay, it's very much mirror energy because look at this. 2 suns. 2 suns and the Judgment. This is like nothing's in the dark anymore. There's a message here too with Judgment. You could be receiving a message, some sort of confirmation or clarity around, well, it's asked spirit around what, but it's around a wish fulfillment, that's for sure. Something you've been wishing for is coming in with this Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is forward movement with the horse. This is being in touch with your innocence, your purity of like seeing with beginner's mind as a child. And think about how a child, like goes about in the world. They're not preoccupied with the past or the future. They're living totally in the present moment, just like high on life. Running around, laughing, and being very light of heart and light of energy. So this is the energy to embody to really get out of your fears. Get out of what's holding you back. Change your state, the state of energy that you're embodying. Jump up and down. Go take a class that really gets your heart rate moving. Go to a yoga class. Go to a meditation class. Do something that's going to shift your energy and pull you so much in the present moment that you're not even thinking about this other person or worrying about, what they're doing or what they're thinking. It's truly releasing all identity with the fear or the lack of this person not aligning how you want them to. And I know that tarot readings could be this deep and slippery slope of people going and constantly wanting that confirmation, that validation that things are moving in some way. But always know that things are moving behind the scenes, whether you know it or not. And the best way for things to truly shift and move in your reality in profound ways, what I'm seeing here, is to let go completely. Let go completely. Let go. Let spirit bring it in. And go do what you love. Go get into the flow state. You already have what you want. So you really don't need anything outside of yourself. You don't need anything outside of yourself to change. It's that total fulfillment of what is now. And the Lover's card is Gemini. The Sun is Leo. It's almost like Judgment I'm seeing too with this 9 of Cups, because he has his arms crossed, which is interesting, but he has a smile of deep satisfaction on his face. So again, I was another confirmation about being in that state of wish fulfillment. You already are inherently fulfilled. 100% right now. And constantly looking outside of yourself, looking for a confirmation, approval, validation from a love interest is actually pulling yourself out of that state of perfect fulfillment. So it's about letting that proof of the external, communication, messages, movement with your person. It's about letting that come naturally when you're in the yin state, when you're doing what you love doing, when you're in the wish field, when you don't even have an inkling of a thought around this situation. You're just totally fulfilled in the moment. So it's Spirit saying to shift your vantage point. Don't focus on the fact that they're not coming. Don't focus on the fact that you feel like this can't come about in some way. Those are all just stories. And when we feed into those stories, we block our preferred timeline. So my dears, trust in the divine. Trust in this union that's already here for you. And go do something that makes you happy. Go make some art about it. Shift your energy, and happy times are here. Now, there was something I wanted to ask. What is this judgment? What is this wish fulfillment like? What is coming to light here in this divine union, in this illumination of the fact that there's this mutual interest? Look at this. Six of Cups. Someone misses you. Someone misses you a lot. They want to give you something. They're thinking about the past. This is also a past life card. So one or both of you could remember each other from a past life. Now I see them gazing right into each other's eyes. The eyes are a portal to all those timelines lived. So pay close attention to the eyes of your romantic interests, because there could be signs and synchronicities within the eyes. Sometimes you could look into someone's eyes and like get downloads of past lives. And it's like very magical and synchronistic how that happens, and how the present day circumstances mirror and reflect what unfinished business there has been from past lives that you two are coming into this lifetime to work through and to resolve. And with the Six of Cups, it's like there's 5 cups here. And then he's giving her a cup. So this is showing me that that 5 of Cups energy of feeling unfulfilled and like there's no forward movement and focusing on what's not happening is coming to pass. And you're focusing on what is blooming, what is going right. How everything right now is totally divine, how nothing needs to change. And this is infinity as well. You know, the Two of Pentacles, this is about dancing with the dance of life, of all the responsibilities that we have, and like, you know, just staying afloat. At the same time, it represents like the infinite timelines that are here for you. And staying grounded, knowing that you are immortal, and to be very careful also what you wish for. Because you being that divine creator is drawing that towards you and either creating more karma or suffering or more sovereignty and liberation. Okay? And then I see here at the bottom as well, the Devil. So this is an interesting card because it represents Capricorn. So there could be an earth sign in your field, but also the Devil is just a lower octave of the Lovers. So I see that there's also a lot of passion here in this relationship, a lot of like desire and lust, could be even possible obsession. So coming back to that message about letting your manifestation fly free. You can't contain love. And I know sometimes, especially if we have anxious or avoidant attachment styles, and we've experienced trauma early on, we can want to feel like we want to box love, or like box the people we have feelings for in a little box and keep it safe with a lock and key. But that's not how it works. And in a lot of ways, we have to give the love that we want to receive. We can't say like, oh, I'm not going to show you my heart, but I'm happy to take yours. You know what I mean? Like there has to be that reciprocity. So that's what I'm seeing you learning how to do, is like it's coming to light that you must also open up and be willing to receive what's here for you. And it's so here for you. Now with this Devil energy, like I was saying, the obsession, you have to think of your manifestation like a dove. And the dove doesn't want to be locked in a box. You have to let it fly free. Give that as a prayer, as an offering to the universe. Because truly it's that moment that we totally surrender, let go, and trust that is going to boomerang right back to you. Because what you put out, you get back. And if you latch on too tightly to it, you're telling the universe, I don't actually have this because I don't trust in that like infinite spiral of life. So this is a visualization you can do, is to think of even what maybe you're obsessing about. Think of that whole scenario, even give it like an image. Like maybe it's like static, or it's blackness, or it's whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you, give it an image. And then give what you'd rather be feeling, or like the solution to that problem or that obsession. Give that another feeling and a different like visualization. So maybe it goes from black static into like a doorway leading to a bright, beautiful meadow with dragonflies, and it's just like sunlight in a beautiful meadow. So this represents feeling in the dark and confused and sad and lost, into that gateway and that doorway of expansion, of clarity, of trust, you know? You can also visualize something you're having trouble letting go of, or you keep overthinking about. Bring that whole like circumstance into your mind's eye, and then bring it into a balloon around it, and then let that balloon fly off into outer space. And do that as many times as you need, because it may keep coming up. It's about building those new neural pathways in the brain and having like that neuroplasticity, to where it is this mind training to keep your mind focusing on what you truly desire and be unwavering in that. Don't allow those lower tendencies of the mind to pull you down and like siphon your energy into the feeling like bound to the physical and out of touch with your spirit, with your crown chakra, who inherently knows that you are the solution, you are the clarity. It's about you proclaiming that and being that and trusting that, and more of that will flow to you. If we ruminate on confusion and feeling lost and in the dark, and like and almost like like our desires are just out of reach, or like what we want doesn't want us, then we literally are binding ourselves in that energy to where your perfect match will not recognize you, because you're not living up to your fullest potential of who the divine masculine or feminine shows up as. These are people who are in the bondage of their addictions, of, you know, illusions, and like that obsessive energy that's a prayer to the universe saying, I don't actually have what I want. And the universe is going to keep looping back to you. Yes, because you're the master of your reality, because you say that you don't have this because you're feeling sad, lost, and alone and confused, then yes, you're going to get that right back upon you. Whatever you give out comes right back to you. So anyways, I love that you're coming out of this time of darkness, and it's this sun, it's this beautiful judgment to shake yourself out of these imaginal shackles that you've been in, and simply come into, like, this is very sweet energy. I love the Six of Cups. It's like nostalgia, old memories, it's like missing someone, and it could be someone as well from your current past, of this lifetime or past lifetimes. And it's so sweet. He's like offering her flowers there. So someone could want to give you flowers, and you're learning how to receive that. And someone maybe even like sees you as a beautiful, adorable, cute little flower, like a little blue star flower. Let's see what else. And then now we have the Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, this just keeps getting better and better. Like, I love you all. Whoever you are watching my videos, you're just so magical. So now we have the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Empress. Okay, this is twin flame divine counterpart energy. This is the masculine of the King of Kings, the feminine of the Queen of Queens. So you both are in your power now. You both are totally rooted in your power, and this is that shift that must take place. You two must acknowledge for yourselves that you're the stars of your reality, that you're the master. You call the shots. What you say goes. And even like take the time to experiment with this. Notice how that exact narrative that's playing out in your brain is mirrored back by everyone who interacts with us. So pay special close attention to what people say to you, how people behave towards you, and say, I created that. I remember when I thought that. Because everything that's happening now is a mirror of what we thought in the past. And that's why the present moment is so potent and so powerful. Because we don't have to take anything personal that's happening now, because we know that it's all a product of what we were thinking before. When we can just take everything in as like a compass to our emotional state that we were embodying before, and we can say, thank you for this reflection. I remember when I thought I was unworthy. I remember when I thought that who I love doesn't love me back. Thank you, universe. This is very important information and data for me to refine my vibration. So then you start raising your vibration and updating those narratives, saying, who I love loves me. What I want wants me. The people I find interesting find me just as interesting. That's why that energy exists between us. You know? I relate harmoniously with the people around me. I am love, and thus people treat me in loving ways. I emit a loving vibrational frequency, and so all my relationships flourish in a loving way. This is about refining those narratives inside, and this really has to do with this Judgment card as well. So look, you two are coming into union, and it is already so. I've been channeling this for weeks. Blessed by 2 angels, 2 suns, the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles. This is divine counterpart, the Emperor, the Empress. There's something that's wanting to be offered here. This person's like side-eyeing you here, and you're looking over there because you're focused on your vision and your projects and your creation, and you're like stoked the F on your life. You're like fucking so stoked to be alive right now. Your life is blooming. It just feels like this stellar energy where you're just like so in touch with the divine guidance around you. You feel tapped into the universe. You went from feeling disempowered into your power. You're learning how to grow things by spirit working through you, by literally feeling like spirit coursing through your veins, to where spirit is infinite, limitless. You are infinite, limitless, and you're realizing that. You're really taking that to heart. You two are sitting here on your thrones. You're both allowing this union to naturally unfold and come into place. And when you align with that frequency of already having what you want, it's like that is the prerequisite, because from that state, you know exactly what to do, exactly what not to do, exactly what to say, exactly what not to say. And you don't have to overthink it, because you're simply embodying the state of already having it to where it just fucking flows and it is your reality. Because the inner reality is the more true reality. Think about when we're operating by our fears. Is it anything that's happening outside of us, or is it that bondage of the mind, of our fears, that is the true reality we're living? So draw that octave and draw that energy into fueling what feels fucking good, what feels good in your bones. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're no longer that wounded warrior feeling like you've been in battle and like kind of like defensive, or like what's that word, like wary of other people. You're in the Queen of Pentacles now. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. A divine union, a divine match. You're reconfiguring your finances as well, because you're in touch with that vision. The Queen of Wands has the vision, and she lets that vision fuel her. Her vision and her identity is what she lives in, to where her behaviors, her skills, her capabilities come naturally from that place. Because again, she doesn't overthink it. They flow, her actions flow from the center of her being, because she's being that energy of richness, of wealth, of love, of fulfillment. And then the Queen of Pentacles gets that pentacle from that, because then she learns how to like build an empire. The Empress and the Emperor, you two could even build an empire together. You two could go into business. I'm seeing you make a lot of money together, 100%, because you both are so high on your purpose is what I'm seeing. You're moving to calmer waters in terms of the mind here. So my dears, what a beautiful reading. Trust and allow this union to come into being. And you have so much support here for you. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below telling me how this aligns for you. And if you would like a one-on-one reading, I do offer private psychic readings. You can book down below. There's a link there. You can click through the link. It'll take you to book a one-on-one session, and then you can click any of my services. Along with tarot readings, I also do hypnotherapy for subconscious mind work to align your energy with those preferred timelines and amend and release those limiting beliefs which may be holding you back. I also offer shamanic energy healing to truly, release any energy which you're holding on to in your body, mind, field, to just come back to your natural blueprint of well-being. And you can book any of these services down below. Again, my dears, I love you so much, and I will see you very soon. Sending you lots of heart light, my dears.